Welcome to Voices of Learning, a podcast dedicated to exploring the ideas, questions, and stories that shape the way we learn, communicate, and grow. I'm your host, and I'm so glad you're here. In each episode, we take time to slow down and dive deeper into language, culture, education, and the endless ways knowledge connects us. Whether you're an educator, a student, a lifelong learner, or simply someone who enjoys thoughtful conversation, this space is for you. Here, learning isn't just about facts, it's about perspective, curiosity, and reflection. Together, we'll explore insights that inform, challenge, and inspire, always with the hope that something you hear will stay with you long after the episode ends. So take a breath, settle in, and let's begin.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Fluent Voice. I'm Daniel, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you with us.
And I'm Sophia. We're truly delighted you're here. Today's discussion focuses on something fundamental yet often underappreciated in language learning: the essential words we use every single day in English. These aren't complex or technical terms, but rather the foundational building blocks of conversation.
Precisely. Words so common that we sometimes overlook their power. So instead of simply listing them, we'll examine how they function, why they're indispensable, and how you can use them more effectively to enhance both your fluency and confidence. Precisely. Words so common that we sometimes overlook their power. So instead of simply listing them, we'll examine how they function, why they're indispensable, and how you can use them more effectively to enhance both your fluency and confidence. That's true. Take get, for example. It's fascinating how one verb can carry so many meanings. You can get a gift, get tired, get going, or get along with someone. The meaning changes entirely depending on the context or the preposition that follows it.
And that's why it's important not to underestimate these basic verbs. While they might seem simple on the surface, learning to use them naturally and with variety is one of the best ways to sound fluent in English.
Now let's turn to nouns, the words we use to name people, places, things, and ideas. Think about how often we use words like time, day, thing, or life.
Indeed. The word time alone appears in countless expressions. Take your time, make time, run out of time, and even time flies. Each one adds a different shade of meaning, even though it uses the same word.
And then we have thing. It may sound vague, but it plays a key role in conversation. When someone says, "That's not my thing," they're referring to preference or personality, even identity. Such words act as social tools, enabling us to express ourselves when specific vocabulary might fail us.
Adjectives such as good, bad, right, wrong, important, and real are incredibly powerful. We use them to shape opinion, emphasize emotion, or clarify facts.
Absolutely. Take good, it's everywhere. We say, "Good morning, good idea," or "That was a good movie." It may be a simple word, but it often carries emotional warmth or approval.
What I find interesting is how these adjectives are often used in moral or evaluative contexts. Calling something wrong isn't just a factual judgment, it's often a statement about values. So, these small words can communicate deeply held beliefs, not just surface-level descriptions.
Pronouns like I, you, he, she, we, these words are essential for avoiding repetition, but they also reveal relationships. Pronouns like I, you, he, she, we, these words are essential for avoiding repetition, but they also reveal relationships. Additionally, for learners, mastering pronouns brings a smoother, more natural rhythm to speech. Sentences become less robotic and more conversational.
Articles a, n, and the are often considered small or unimportant. But they are absolutely essential to grammatical clarity. Articles a, n, and the are often considered small or unimportant. But they are absolutely essential to grammatical clarity. It's a subtle but vital distinction. And many learners struggle with this because some languages don't have articles at all. But once mastered, they bring precision to communication, and in academic or professional writing, they're indispensable.
Prepositions such as on, in, at, by, with are small words with significant impact. They indicate time, place, manner, and more.
Yes. For example, consider the difference between I'm at the bank versus I'm in the bank. One suggests you're outside the building, maybe waiting, the other means you're inside.
Mastery of prepositions often takes time, but it's one of the key steps to fluency. And more importantly, it gives you the ability to express relationships between ideas more clearly.
Let's move to conjunctions, words like and, but, because, although, and while. These connect ideas, sentences, and even emotions.
They give flow and logic to what we say. Imagine trying to explain an idea without because or so. You'd have isolated thoughts instead of a coherent message.
And it's not just about logic, it's about tone. Starting a sentence with although introduces contrast, which prepares the listener for something unexpected or complex.
Now let's consider polite phrases such as excuse me, could you please, I'm sorry, and thank you. These are not just formalities, they're fundamental to respectful communication.
That's true. In English-speaking cultures, politeness is often built directly into the language. So even when giving instructions or asking questions, using these phrases shows social awareness.
For language learners, mastering these expressions can make interaction smoother, especially in customer service, business, or travel situations.
Expressions like I think, maybe, it seems, I'm not sure, are crucial when we want to sound thoughtful or polite rather than overly direct.
That's a key insight. Saying this might be wrong instead of this is wrong changes the entire tone. One invites discussion, the other closes it off.
These softening phrases are often what separate a beginner from an advanced speaker, because they reflect not just language skill, but cultural and emotional intelligence.
And finally, we come to natural expressions, patterns that native speakers use frequently. You know what I mean? Let me think, that's a good question, I see what you're saying.
These are the glue of conversation. They may not carry much literal meaning, but they show listening, thinking, and reacting in real time.
They also help manage conversation flow. They buy time, express agreement, or signal thoughtfulness. For learners, practicing these makes spoken English more dynamic and authentic.
Today we've explored the depth and richness of everyday English words, and hopefully, we've helped you see that even the most common words are worth careful study. Language is a living thing. The more we pay attention to how it works in real-life situations, the more confident we become in using it naturally and thoughtfully.
Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this discussion, feel free to share the podcast and subscribe for more insights on learning English with depth and clarity. Until next time, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Sophia. Keep learning and keep listening.
That wraps up today's episode of Voices of Learning. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found something valuable in today's discussion, something that sparked your thinking or gave you a fresh perspective. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd be truly grateful if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with someone who might benefit from it. Your support helps keep this podcast going and growing. And if there's a topic you'd like to hear more about, or a question you want explored in a future episode, feel free to reach out. I always love hearing from thoughtful listeners like you. Until next time, keep asking questions, keep listening deeply, and above all, keep learning.